Got the presidential election going on. Apparently Joe Biden's in his basement. It's weird too, because I'm assuming he has a nice house. It's weird he's spending all his time in his basement, not in his house. Why wouldn't he just like be in the kitchen instead of the basement? Or in the living room? That's weird. Why isn't anybody asking about this? Like, Joe, why are you spending so much time in your basement, not in your living room or your bedroom? Yeah, Donald Trump's just your average 74-year-old man. He watches Fox News all day. He tweets. I guess he just likes to get his opinion out. He just likes to tell people his opinions. Old people like to talk. Old people are very talkative. They're looking for people to talk to. Donald Trump probably doesn't have enough people to like talk to about his personal self, so that's why he tweets. He wants to. He needs someone to talk to. He needs an outlet, and we as a nation are his outlet, unfortunately, on Twitter. So that's why he's just reaching out to us. He's a victim. He's a victim who needs help, and he needs our support, and he needs our love, and he needs our sympathy. We need to love on Donald Trump, not hate, love. I'm trying to be charismatic. People love charisma. I love charisma. Who doesn't love a charismatic person? That's why Francis Chan is so loved. That guy is so charismatic. It's like he's my idol. My goal is to one day be if I can be as charismatic as Francis Chan, dude, nothing can hold me back. Because nothing can hold back Francis. That guy is so influential. Oh my gosh, that guy's so influential. You know, I think I might go listen to a Francis Chan speech tonight. That guy's just so good. God, I love Francis. We need more people. We need less people like me and more people like Francis. God, Francis is so incredible. Like the last time I heard Francis speak, he had like 8 kids. And like 2 of them were adopted. So I'm guessing at this point, he's probably got that was like 10 years ago. No, it was longer than that. It was like 12 years ago. Wow, I'm old. He's probably got he has at least 15 to 16 children now. Probably 4 or 5 of them are adopted. And the thing is too, I remember his wife was a really good singer. His oldest daughter was a really good singer. Francis, I heard he did a video. He did 1 year for, I think his anniversary, he made his wife a music video. He has a great singing voice. I'm willing to bet since he and his wife have great voices and his oldest daughter has a great voice, I'm going to go ahead and say all of his children have great singing voices. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say that Francis Chan could probably pull off a Jackson 5 type thing with his... Dude, Francis Chan to do a Jackson 5, a Christian Jackson 5 with his children. It'd be perfect. His children perform, he speaks, and then you go home. You don't need any more than that. You watch Francis's children perform their Jackson 5 type Christian songs. Francis speaks, and then you're set, man. You've got the Holy Spirit burning within you, and after that happens, you can't not be inspired by Francis and his singing children. I love Francis's singing children. Oh yeah, and he can so I'm guessing his own, as the adopted children aren't gonna have singing abilities, but they can do all the administrative stuff for the Jackson 5 kids. I'm betting he probably has a 4 or 5-year-old kid right now. If he was smart, he would take that kid out of school and then just start teaching him about marketing for his Jackson 5 type kid. So when in 4 or 5 years, when that kid's 9, 10 years old, it's gonna be a marketing whiz. He won't have any intelligence in any other field, but he's going to be a marketing whiz. And that's what you need for those Jackson 5 type kids to correctly market them. And that's what Francis's adopted 9 to 10-year-old child will do. He's going to be the marketing person. They'll have another kid they'll probably just teach accounting to, and it'll be the accountant. Yeah, dude, this is perfect. Oh man, Francis needs to get on this. Francis, if you're watching, turn your children into a musical group. I don't like society. We do weird things to children. They're such a big market. They watch television. That's the thing, because they like bad things. They're okay with bad TV. They eat bad food. They just like bad things. They don't know what good things are. They haven't had guacamole yet. They don't know what they're missing out on. That's why they love ketchup so much. Kids love ketchup because they haven't had guacamole yet. Once you give them guacamole, they're like, oh, I want guacamole instead of ketchup. And you're like, well, guacamole is a lot more expensive than ketchup. That was kind of a one-time thing. We're doing ketchup today. I can't just do guacamole every day. We're going to go bankrupt. It's $5 for a little thing of it, and it goes bad in 1 to 2 hours after you open it. I don't want to just be buying guacamole all day because we're eating guacamole all day. That's a waste of money. It's a bad fruit. Why does it go bad so quickly? I don't think it goes bad quickly. I just suck at preserving it. I don't even suck at preserving them. I'm just stupid. It's like, you need to plan it out. You need to plan, when you eat guacamole, you need to plan out like all your guacamole meals and make it work so it doesn't go bad. That was bugging me. That's worse. Who cares? No one wants to know their politicians are doing drugs. I mean, some drugs are okay. Like if I found out that like my Congressman Mike Garcia was taking ibuprofen because he was having like some hip pain, I'd be like, oh, that seems adequate. I hope you get through that hip pain soon. That doesn't sound fun. Get well soon, Mike. But I don't know. I actually don't like Mike Garcia. That guy's a little dickhole. His kid looks like such a little brat, because I always got all these marketing materials like during the special election for Mike Garcia, and it was Mike, his wife I'm assuming, and this little kid. This kid just seemed like such a little brat. He seems like the kind of kid who comes into your, like you tell him like, oh hey, like I have some like special stuff in this room, don't go in there. And he's the kind of kid who specifically waits for that opportunity, you're not looking, and he goes in that room and he breaks stuff. And like he rubs it in your face, and then when you tell his parents about it, he totally denies doing it. That's the kind of child I'm assuming Mike Garcia has, because that's what his kid looks like. I hate spam. Oh my god. I know. You did nothing to stop it. I hate that. Like my phone just says like, hey, you got spam coming. It's like, dude, just stop it. If you see spam coming in, don't give me the call. Don't give it to me. Don't even give me an alert that I got it. Just put it like in a folder somewhere and I can check it if I want to, like my email. If you see a scam call, just don't give it to me. I hate scam calls. I don't want to pick them up. I don't want them. I don't want voicemails from these people. Hello, this is Jennifer. You have an account balance with us. Call me back at this number. That's totally different than the one you were called from. This is your number. It's like 9 digits long. Write it down and put it in. You're gonna have to write it in your, type it into the phone to reach me. I'm not going to tell you where I'm calling from. I'm Jennifer. Call me back. Like Jeff Bezos. It's weird that like that guy, he's making so much money. He's the richest guy in the world and he's making money at such a fast rate. He has so many impoverished employees who rely on like government assistance. It's like, why don't you just make less so those people aren't on government assistance and like are living decent lives and like good health care. You can make less and give them more. Change your business model. You won't. He doesn't care. It's working. The video won't change that. Nobody's video will change that. I'm still gonna buy stuff from. I've bought so many things from Amazon in like the past week. I've bought so many things from Amazon over time. I will buy so many things from Amazon in like the next week. I can't stop myself from buying from Jeff Bezos' company. It's impossible. They have everything. Amazon is such a great. You can buy everything there, and it's so reasonably priced usually. Usually it's lower or like about as low as you can find something. And if you have Prime, you get it like the next day or in 2 days. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. I hate that you can't beat it, but you can't beat it. I would love it if an alternative came around that wasn't as morally bankrupt as Amazon that I can buy stuff from, but there isn't. Yeah, they're just too good. They're too good. They're too good. Screw you, Jeff Bezos. You're too good. You're too good. I can't not buy from you. I don't want to, but I just can't stop it. It's just like it's just a habit. Like, oh, I need to buy cat food. Amazon. It's like I go to the store, but then I have to carry like carrying all this heavy cat food. I can just have someone carry it to my front door. I'm like, okay, cool, and just pick it up and take it. And probably for a cheaper price, for like the same price. Because you buy it in bulk, you can get in bigger bulk on Amazon than you can at other places. And I like buying cat food and like cat litter in bulk. Alrighty, alright. Scooting up, because I'm a winner. That's what winners do, we scoot up. Oh, almost not my balls. They got hangers. Man, my balls hang, oh, my balls hang so low. It's probably because I need to wear like tighter underwear. They hang so much. I'm standing too much with loose underwear. You're gonna stand a lot, you should wear tight underwear so your balls stay compressed up. Learn from my mistakes, young men. Wear tight underwear. Wear boxer briefs. Don't wear boxers. Boxer briefs are the best. You know what else is happening soon? I think a laugh track might happen. Like right now. Hopefully. I don't know. I should do a laugh track just to see how it goes. Bazinga! Such a funny word. And such a funny show. One of the funniest shows ever. It's actually not a bad show. I actually like The Big Bang Theory. Well, I like the earlier seasons of it. Like the earlier, like it's, I don't know, like, I mean, like people give it crap because like it's kind of stupidly written. It's a weird premise and like, everyone started dating too soon. So there's like a bunch of nerds who are bad with women. But then like they all start dating women and they all have successful relationships with women, proving that they're not bad with women. They're just unique men who were, at the time they weren't even like really that interested in women. It wasn't that they didn't have skills with women. It's just that the men were dedicating all their time to their careers and they just didn't really have time to date. And they weren't getting dating skills. But like once the show started and the season started rolling on, and after like Leonard and Penny's storylines started to get boring and they needed more love lines and they started giving the other guys relationships, they needed new characters, so they had to give them girlfriends. Like you saw that they had good relationship skills and they had good people skills. They were just career men who then, once they started trying to date, were able to date and were good at dating. You can't trust these people. These people are idiots. Like, we don't have like amazing people becoming cops. You never hear some kid coming out of high school like, oh, you know, I have an offer for like a full scholarship at Stanford for like chemical engineering. I don't even know if that's a thing. Maybe. Bioengineering. I don't even know if that's a thing. I assume it's a thing. It's possibly a thing. It's probably a thing. It might become a thing if it's not a thing. But you never hear like somebody's like got like some like future promising career. It's like, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to follow my dream and I'm going to become a police officer. Who would do that? Nobody wants to like take a job where you could potentially die. Or nobody who's like worth anything on the job market wants to take a job where you can potentially die. Those jobs are awful. I don't want to potentially die at work. Give me as much paperwork as you want, but I don't want to die. I don't want to get tossed into a deadly situation. And the people who do want to get put in these situations, some messed up people. Why would you want to do that? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Law enforcement, I want to enforce the law. Nah. Who wants to enforce the law? Who wants to enforce what the government wants you to do? Authoritarians do. That won't work. You can't win that man over. That man's heart is black. It's not black. It's probably normal colored. I don't know. His heart is probably in bad condition with his diet. I mean, the man's obese. He's old. He's obese. He doesn't exercise. It's a horrible diet. His exercise is golf. Is golf exercise? Is standing still and kind of swinging your arm back and then hitting it exercise? No, it's not exercise. By that same logic, like, I don't know, doing the dishes is exercise. You're probably exerting more energy when you do the dishes. That's not exercise. You shouldn't consider doing the dishes exercise. If Donald Trump is considering golf exercise, that man is a lazy piece of crap. That's not exercise. Exercise is like continued activity, getting your heart rate up. Golf is like a single not very straining or difficult activity that takes a few seconds, and you're doing that every few minutes at most. That's not exercise. Maybe if you were walking in the whole 9 holes, it'd be kind of exercise because you're walking a lot. Man. Yeah, that's the thing. If you don't pay attention to the news, Donald Trump is just like a bad president. If you do pay attention to the news, he is the worst president of all time. He is so corrupt and evil. It's just like generations of bad parenting compounding itself. And it compounded itself into Donald Trump. I would say most Republicans don't care. I would say most Americans don't care. I don't really care. I care. Not that much. I care enough to follow it on the news and talk about it, but I don't care enough to actually do anything. Like most things in life.